Let's get some more expert analysis on the travel impact of all of this with Paul Charles, Chief Executive of the travel consultancy, the PC Agency, joining us from Sao Paulo, which, as I understand, you're not usually based there, Paul. I hear that you're actually stranded there due to this disruption.
That's correct. I've been stranded for a couple of days due to aircraft being out of place and going tech, so they're out of their maintenance. And of course this is one of the issues at the moment, that airlines all over the world are finding that their usual processes are completely up in the air. They're having to have planes on the ground in unusual places that they're not expecting those aircraft to be. As a result, maintenance programs go out of the window, crews are in the wrong place, pilots are in the wrong place, and that will be affecting well over 1 million people at the moment, passengers all over the world who can't get to or from the Middle East.
And just give us a sense of why it is so severe. Of course, Dubai Airport, many viewers will be familiar with it. So many flights connect there. It's a major hub. So is Doha. So is Abu Dhabi. Huge airline hubs. Just how many passengers do pass through there every day? I believe it's something like 250,000 a day just in Dubai.
Yes, I mean, Dubai, of course, has just announced it carried 97 million people through its airports last year, so very, very popular indeed in the region. So when Dubai or Doha or Abu Dhabi airports close, then of course it has a major impact on the global chain of airlines, not just in the Middle East region or through to Europe, but globally. Even here in Sao Paulo, at the airport, I was at the airport yesterday, there are 2 Qatar Airways planes on the ground here in Sao Paulo because they can't fly to Doha. So even as far as South America is being affected by this. Yes, these airports are highly popular. They've grown hugely over the last few years because of the popularity of taking a vacation or doing business in the Middle East. And of course, it's the uncertainty that airlines are not able to prepare for. They don't know when airspace in the region will reopen. And that means for many passengers, they're simply having to wait day by day as to when they may get on a flight again.
And of course, it is far too early to really be able to answer this question, but can you get a sense if this is going to be a really sustained period of disruption, or can the system adjust quite quickly in a few days to major hubs and airspace being closed like this?
It's very difficult to adjust. This is the most major shutdown really since the pandemic, since COVID. Our airlines eventually coped with that and came out of it pretty well. But of course, if they have no visibility on when airspace will reopen, and at the moment nobody's expecting it to reopen before the 4th or the 5th of March, so still a few days off, then they're really unable to offer too much advice. And they're relying on governments, in fact, to maybe bring their citizens out of the conflict zone, which may yet occur. Governments are asking their citizens to sign up to online sites so they know where their citizens are in case they have to airlift them out if this situation worsens. But for airlines, it's the whole supply chain affected, not just passengers, but also the cargo that goes in the belly of the aircraft. And therefore, the global supply chain for cargo is also dramatically affected.
And moving from the airline industry specifically to the broader tourism sector, of course, you know, there is a conflict going on here. This isn't to compare the experience of tourists to people in a war zone, but really not long ago this would have been kind of unthinkable. People really enjoying holidays in Dubai. It's become a very popular tourist destination, but we're seeing video of a luxury hotel being hit by a missile in Dubai. I mean, this instability must be doing really serious damage to the Gulf's reputation as a safe destination.
Well, I think it depends how long this conflict goes on for. It's early days, thankfully, and everyone obviously hopes this will be over very quickly. And the region, of course, has seen conflicts on this scale previously, just last year, in fact, with Iran being targeted. And it bounced back very quickly and led to still record volumes of people going into the region to take a holiday. So I think we need to see how long this is going to go on for. but they do have a reputation for bouncing back very quickly indeed, these destinations, because at the end of the day, they remain very popular for tourists from all over the world, as well as business people, of course.
Of course, yes. Well, Paul, I hope you're able to get a plane back home to London fairly soon. Thank you so much for joining us. Really great to get your insight here. Paul Charles, Chief Executive of the travel agency, or travel consultancy rather, the PC Agency.